Hey guys, so it's Taryn again. I'm hopping on. I know I said I was only going to blog once a week, but I'm really excited actually about something I discovered. I've actually been playing around this past few days, several days, because I know when it comes to this diet, one of the things that it maximizes on is the burning of the stored fat. And I'm a little bit familiar, and before this process I was a little bit familiar of the state of ketosis, which is essentially, I believe, what this diet's goal is to put your body into. Now, when I started this diet, I got keto sticks, which you can use to measure your body's level of ketosis. And I also know through past diets and things that I've done in the past that sometimes when you eat certain foods can be just as important as what you eat. For example, in diets of the past, I've discovered that eating fruit earlier in the day tends to allow your body the entire day to burn off the natural sugar that is in it, because you're up and you're moving, and so your body burns it off quicker, whereas if you eat it right before you go to bed, then you go to bed and it's just kind of sitting there. So now, I'm not a health professional, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I don't know any of this. This is just from my own personal experiences and what I've noticed with my own body, and everybody's different. But one thing that I wanted to kind of say that I've noticed, and for any newbies that come along, maybe try this out because it might be helpful, is play around with your foods. Play around with the time that you eat certain things, like when you eat your fruits, when you eat your Melba toast, which vegetables you have when. Pay attention to that, because I have been over the past couple days, and one thing that I've noticed and that I've begun to do that really I think is maximizing my burn is that I began eating my Melba toast in the morning, because there's two ways your body gets energy. Your body gets energy either through carbs and the production of glucose, which is largely carb-based and sugar-based. Now, that's kind of the body's lazy way of getting energy, because it's easy for the body to get energy that way. The second way is through burning fat for energy. Now, that's the body, the body has to metabolize the fats and all of that, and it, from my understanding, your body does that once your glucose levels are at a low enough level that it's like, okay, I need more energy and I don't have enough glucose here, so I'm going to switch over to burning fat. And let's face it, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to burn all the fat, the extra fat that we have in the middle. So, using these keto strips, I'm going to kind of show you the different levels, and I don't know if you can see these, so put them kind of close. This is negative. Your body is not in ketosis or burning any fat. This is trace amounts, meaning that your body's, losing a little. This is small, this is moderate, and these two are the large stages. Now, I'm going to kind of show you where in the morning when I wake up the past few days, my ketosis levels have been all the way over here in the large fat burning levels. And I'm going to kind of explain what I've noticed. Again, I've been able to discover that my body does this by playing around with my food and seeing what works the best. And I kind of test my ketosis levels throughout the day, also to see not just in the morning where they're at, but throughout the day. First, I try to eat, like I said, my Melba toast in the morning, because being up, moving around, being active, I feel like it gives me more time for my body to burn that off. Also, same thing with my fruit. I try to eat it earlier on. Like, I eat one fruit in the morning and then one fruit, around lunchtime or in between lunch and dinner. But I try not to eat it before I go to bed. Now, again, this is totally up to you. What you do with your diet is totally up to you, but I'm just saying, giving you a heads up, what I found has kind of worked for me. Additionally, at lunch, whatever my vegetable is, I try to have the heavier the vegetable that may have a little more carbs or a little more sugar in it at lunchtime. Again, that way I'm up more to burn more of that. And then in the evening, I have something like a cucumber or celery, some celery or something, you know, that's more water-based, not as heavy carb-induced, not as heavy sugar or whatever. And again, everybody's different, but those are just a few things that I've recently noticed, and I'm super excited, super excited. So, you know, I would definitely recommend to anybody doing this diet, get the keto strips, play around with it, and test it throughout the day. Generally, throughout the day, I do still have moderate, between small and moderate, and it kind of ranges, level of ketosis going on. So now the other thing that I wanted to ask, and this is for all of you veterans out there who may eventually join or see my vlog or whatever, I discovered something that I'm super amped about, and I just want to ask if any of you guys have heard of it or know if it's something that, you know, we can use. Now, I keep hearing of everybody using like these coconut oil and coconut butter and stuff like that. I just recently found coconut milk creamer. Now, I'm a girl that loves her coffee, and even in the afternoon, I used to love getting a cup of decaf. So there's just something, I love the taste of it. So I have been sticking to my little 1 teaspoon or tablespoon. I can't remember, I've heard conflicting thing whether it's a teaspoon or a tablespoon, but I've been sticking to my 1 teaspoon of milk in my coffee every day. But I am a girl not only that likes her coffee, but I like it sweet and I like it light, or I like some kind of creamer or whatever in it. So I never go back for a second cup of coffee because I use my milk allowance for the day. So I just found this, and it only has 10 calories in it. Now, one thing I noticed, it does have 1 sugar and it does have 1 carb in it. Now, I'm thinking, looking at the ingredients, I don't see anything on there listed that is sugar or, you know, would have carbs. So I'm thinking that because, you know, obviously fruits and vegetables naturally have some sugar and some carbs in it, I'm thinking that 1 carb and 1 sugar is from the coconut that's in it, but, you know, I don't know. So any of you veterans, if you guys have heard about this or know about this, please give me a heads up if you know if it's okay to use, because I'm super excited, and I really like, that's the only one thing that I'm dying for. I'm dying for more coffee than what I'm getting. So, okay, well, anyways, that's my vlog. Oh, yeah, my updates. I don't have my little book with me, but for a couple days I was kind of stalled. I got to like 115.2, and then I got to 115, and for a couple days I stayed at 115. Now, surprise, surprise, guess who showed up yesterday, last night? Tom. So, and usually when he comes to visit, I will gain 3 to 5 pounds. So I'm just super amped that I haven't gained. I woke up this morning though, and I was 113.6, I believe. So I lost like a pound and almost a pound and a half, 1.4 pounds, from yesterday to today. So even though it's his time, you know, I'm still kind of late even for a couple days, and now I lost like almost a pound and a half overnight, so I'm super excited. And I know, you know, a few days into it, like he just, all the whatever weight decides to like, I'll wake up and be a few pounds lighter. So I'm super amped to see what I am in a couple of days, but so far I'm VLCD day 8. And so far I've lost 8.8 pounds from my first VLCD to today. Anyways, that's my update, and I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you later.